On September 5, 1977, NASA launched Voyager 1, beginning one of the most daring explorations in human history. Originally built to study Jupiter and Saturn, it was part of a twin mission with Voyager 2, designed to reveal the mysteries of the outer solar system. No one at the time could have imagined how far this small spacecraft would go, or how long it would endure. Despite being built with 1970s technology, Voyager 1 became one of the most successful scientific missions ever created. It captured breathtaking close-ups of Jupiter's turbulent clouds, the rings of Saturn, and moons bursting with volcanic energy, forever changing how humanity views the planets that share our sun. What was planned as a 5-year mission has now lasted for more than 4.5 decades. Voyager 1 has traveled over 14 billion miles from Earth, farther than any other human-made object. In 2012, it crossed a boundary no probe had ever passed, the heliopause, the invisible border where the solar wind gives way to the interstellar medium, the space between stars. That moment marked the beginning of its new life as the first emissary from Earth to truly leave the solar system. Beyond the Sun's protective bubble, Voyager 1 continues to send back priceless data. Its instruments measure cosmic rays, charged particles, and magnetic fields, revealing a region filled with energy and mystery. Scientists have detected unusual plasma waves, unexpected energy surges, and strange rhythmic patterns unlike anything seen before. These discoveries challenge our models of space physics. Some experts suspect the signals are caused by interstellar plasma interactions or magnetic disturbances, while others whisper about dark matter traces or unknown physical processes. A few even wonder if Voyager 1 might have brushed against something artificial, a structured signal hidden in the noise of the cosmos. To keep the spacecraft alive, NASA engineers have carefully powered down non-essential systems, relying on its radioisotope thermoelectric generators, RTGs, for dwindling energy. Even after so many years in the cold void, where temperatures drop below -400 degrees Fahrenheit, it continues to whisper faint signals across nearly 20 billion kilometers of space. Voyager has also taught us that the heliopause isn't a fixed wall but a breathing boundary that moves with the Sun's 11-year cycle, expanding when solar activity peaks and contracting when it quiets down. This discovery reshaped our view of how our solar system interacts with the Milky Way galaxy. But Voyager 1's journey isn't only about science. It also carries a message of humanity, the Golden Record, a phonograph disc designed by a team led by Carl Sagan. Engraved upon it are greetings in 55 languages, music from many cultures, and sounds of earth, rain, wind, laughter, and heartbeat. A cosmic message in a bottle, drifting toward eternity. Among its eerie and beautiful achievements are the plasma wave recordings, vibrations of ionized gas converted into sound. These haunting tones give a literal voice to interstellar space. Recently, repeating patterns within these plasma tones have puzzled researchers. Could they be natural harmonics, or echoes of something deeper, something we have yet to comprehend? Each bit of data sent home from Voyager 1, though faint, delayed, and fragile, carries more than scientific value. It carries a reminder that with curiosity and courage, a civilization can send its thoughts beyond the stars. Voyager 1's discoveries extend far beyond planets, touching on the unseen fabric of the universe itself, dark matter, cosmic fields, and the forces shaping galaxies. Some thinkers in the SETI community even speculate that advanced civilizations could use interstellar plasma as a vast communication web, and that Voyager might someday intercept the faint trace of such intelligence. Even if that never happens, Voyager 1 remains a triumph, proof that the human spirit does not stop at the edge of the sun's light. It has inspired new generations of explorers and missions such as Breakthrough Starshot, which dreams of sending micro-probes to Alpha Centauri within a human lifetime. From Voyager 1's distant camera came one of the most extraordinary images in human history, the pale blue dot. It was taken on February 14, 1990, when the spacecraft, then more than 6 billion kilometers from Earth, turned its camera back for one last look at home. Across that immense distance, Earth appeared as nothing more than a tiny spark of light, a single pixel suspended in a shaft of sunlight scattered through the camera lens. That single point, smaller than a grain of sand, contains everything we have ever known. Every mountain and ocean, every poem and invention, every birth and death, every king and peasant, every hero and coward. All of it, compressed into a pale blue shimmer floating in the darkness. Astronomer Carl Sagan, who helped design Voyager's golden record, once reflected on that image, saying that, "Our planet is a lonely speck in the great enveloping cosmic dark." And indeed, when we look at the pale blue dot, we are reminded of our place, not as rulers of the universe, but as wanderers within it. That image has become a mirror for humanity. It humbles us, yet it unites us. It reminds us that our divisions are illusions drawn on a shared, fragile world. A world protected only by a thin veil of atmosphere and the warmth of our distant sun. From that faraway perspective, borders vanish. Religions, nations, and conflicts all fade into irrelevance. What remains is us, one species, sharing one home, surrounded by the infinite. Voyager 1's journey is far more than a technological triumph, it is a philosophical voyage. It represents the restless spirit that defines our kind, the will to reach, to question, and to know what lies beyond the horizon. Every signal it sends back, though faint and delayed by nearly 20 hours of light travel time, carries with it a quiet message, that humanity refuses to stop wondering. Now, drifting through the interstellar night, Voyager 1 continues its silent passage. Its power grows weaker each year, its instruments gradually shutting down one by one, but its mission endures, not just in data but in meaning. Long after its final transmission fades, Voyager will keep moving, coasting endlessly through the galaxy at 17 kilometers per second, a ghost ship from Earth sailing between the stars. In the emptiness around it, there are no planets, no sunlight, no echoes of life. Only the thin breath of cosmic particles and the distant hum of plasma waves. Yet within that silence, Voyager still carries our heartbeat. On board, sealed within its golden record, are the sounds of our planet, greetings in 55 languages, the laughter of children, the rustling of wind and rain, the music of Bach and Chuck Berry, and the pulse of a human heart. It is a portrait of who we were when we first reached out to the stars. Perhaps one day, far in the future, another civilization, or another form of life, will find it drifting among the constellations. They will see our small craft, worn and ancient, and perhaps they will understand that once, a distant species built a messenger of metal and hope, and sent it into the dark to say, "We were here." Voyager 1 has now traveled beyond everything we can see or touch. It has left the cradle of the sun's light and entered a region untouched by human presence, a realm where starlight takes millennia to cross the void. And still, it moves forward, guided only by momentum and memory. Each time NASA receives a faint whisper from its antenna, a barely detectable signal across billions of kilometers, it is like hearing an echo from another age, a voice from the dawn of exploration. Those signals remind us that even from the edge of nothingness, human curiosity endures. Voyager 1 is more than a spacecraft. It is a symbol of wonder, of resilience, and of the belief that knowledge is worth any distance. It carries no weapons, no flag, no boundaries, only a message. That life once existed on a small blue world orbiting an ordinary star, and that it dared to dream beyond its sky. So long as Voyager 1 sails through the interstellar dark, humanity is not entirely confined to Earth. A part of us is out there, traveling still, listening, waiting, shining like the pale blue dot it once turned back to see. And even when its voice falls silent, its story will continue, echoing across generations as proof that we once reached for the stars and for a brief, brilliant moment touched infinity.